Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be explaining my art process on a collaboration I did with John Apex, an amazing artist here on YouTube. You can go check him out. He is really good. Stick around and I'll see you shortly. So this collaboration is pretty much a recreation of his artwork in my own style. So I decided to pick this particular artwork and I decided to give it a try, and I actually enjoyed it. So I started with laying down my background because I'm quite lazy with background. So I decided to just put down outlines on the background so as to guide me with the proper proportions of the subject. So placing the line art of the background is one of the easiest way to be able to get proportions right, most especially if you are dealing with pictures that are having gestures. You can just feel free to start with backgrounds and then you insert your subject. So drawing of the subject, I'm going to be dropping another video explaining how I draw portraits and draw humans. So I'm going to be dropping series of tutorials on how to draw portraits, so don't worry about that. So I'm just going to be walking you through my process, the way I draw. I just decided to give this particular challenge a try, and then I actually enjoyed the process. So um I actually liked John Apex artwork. That's the reason why I reached out to him for a collaboration, because his artwork looks a little bit like mine. So we have similar kind of artwork, so it's quite easy to be able to collaborate. So I decided to layer the midtones for the reference, and I decided to layer the midtones for the background as well, because I easily get carried away with drawing my portrait and painting my portrait, and then I forget to paint the background, which is very important. And sometimes it's not because I forget, it's because I am quite lazy with background. So I decided to layer the base color for the backgrounds first and just do a little bit of foundation, so that when next I go back to the background, it's going to be easier for me to finish up. So this is one trick that I usually do whenever I know that I might not be able to draw the background if I start with the subject. So it's very advisable that you start with your background before you dive into your reference. You can lock the background layer before painting your reference. So I just did that. So I layered the colors. I blocked the colors for the background, so as to just keep in mind that I'm still going to come back to the background to refine it, because my lazy ass keeps on avoiding backgrounds. I just keep on avoiding backgrounds, and I know a lot of artists do that a lot. So this is just one trick that you should do whenever you find out that you are avoiding backgrounds. So I decided to start shading using two different variations. We have the dark variations and we have the darker variation. So basically we have just three value range, but depending on what you want to achieve, you can expand your value range to whatever amounts that you prefer. So in this case, I had a particular highlight, then one base color, and then two dark sheets. So you can do that. You can also get um, two different highlights depending on what you want to achieve actually. So because I discovered that there are shadow areas, like darker shadow areas around the neck, and I then decided to add an additional dark tone so as to block it, and then make sure the value range matches the reference. And yeah, so just depending on the kind of reference you have, just check the value range, because that's the reason why it's very important for you to analyze your image. Know the value range of your reference before you start painting, so as to save time and then avoid mixing up the shading process. So I also added a rim light around the back of the subject, and I also enjoyed drawing the hair. So if you want to know how to draw hair, do well to let me know in the comment section so that I can create a separate tutorials for hair. Speaking of hair, I also have a Procreate brush that you can use to draw different types of hair, just in case you are interested. So if you are struggling with drawing hair, my brushes will be very helpful in that aspect. So for those people that use Procreate, do well to check it out. Thank you. So after drawing and painting the subject, I decided to resume back to the background and then at least add some few elements. So I decided to do something slightly different because my colleague John Apex did his fish using yellow colors, which are warm colors. So since I'm going for a more cooler ambience, I decided to turn my fishes to blue and then add some gluey effects to the fishes so as to make it stand out and then make it look mystical and magical. So I actually like this particular concept because it just balances the whole scenery and balances the whole cool concept. So after making the fish glue, I decided to add another element because I felt like the scene was quite empty and the scene was somehow missing something. So I decided to add another sea element, so which is jellyfish. So I decided to add a jellyfish inside the artwork, and it actually looks nice and it matched the whole vibe that I was going for. So and then I added the bow, and then yeah, the whole process was fun, and I actually enjoyed and I actually enjoyed this challenge. So I would personally advise you to step out of your so I would personally advise you to step out of your comfort zone and then try out something that is quite different from the usual. So I normally don't do this kind of mystical, magical type of artwork, but I decided to try it out and I actually enjoyed it. And so when I first chose this particular artwork, um John Apex actually thought I was going for a portrait, but I decided to go for this particular artwork because of the elements that was inside the artwork. I actually enjoyed it, and it was slightly different from what I usually do. So I just decided to try it out and I actually enjoyed it, and I would like to do something like that next time. So yeah, just do well to step out of your comfort zone, guys, and then draw something out of the ordinary. So thank you guys for sticking around. If you like this video, do well to like, share, and then subscribe. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.